everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a video solely based on how I grew my glutes. It took me about a year and a half, but I've been going to the gym for about 3 years. I just didn't focus on my glute growth until about a year and a half ago. I am not a nutritionist, dietitian. I am not a personal trainer or anything of that sort. This is just my experience of working out. I do have friends that are personal trainers, and I do know nutritionists, and I have gotten advice from them, and they're amazing too. But this is just my experience and what has worked for my body. I don't know if it will work for yours. What I've done, and I just want to make that clear. And I also haven't got any work done. I don't have a BBL, I don't have a boob job, and I don't have any filler anywhere. I'm not opposed to it, I just don't have any. I do also want to say that the gym right now, my gym, is currently closed because of lockdown. It really sucks because I really wanted to show y'all what I do, like filming what I do in my form, and to make it like as realistic as possible. But I can still explain it to y'all. Go ahead and get started on how I work out and what I do from start to finish. And I wrote it in a little book, so if you see me like looking down, just know that I'm looking at my notes. What I did for my glute growth is lunges with weights. I don't think that's talked about enough. I love lunges with weights. I recommend it. Another one of my favorite workouts is leg kickbacks. I do those so much. And I actually had to look up videos on YouTube on how to do it properly, like to get my form right, because I have been told that my form is not the best on this in the past. Now I think my form is amazing because I feel it on my glutes, but I do 4 sets of 15. And then after leg kickbacks, I do squats on the squat rack. I didn't get familiar with those until about like 6 months ago. And I also do hip thrust. Those are really good for glute growth. I have a friend who's a personal trainer and she taught me how to do those too. I just do 4 sets of 15 because they're really hard, to be honest. I've done above my body weight before and it hurt. So you don't want to hurt yourself. Go light, build your way up, going heavy. I also love deadlifts, and I love the hip abduction machines. Those are my favorite. I do a lot actually. I do like 3 sets of 30 in a heavy, super heavy weight, however I'm feeling that day. But I do love the hip machines because I do have hip dips, and not my favorite thing about my body. You kind of can't help that. So, I mean, those are the workouts I do to try to reduce the look of hip dips. Some of my friends actually love the look of hip dips, so it's your personal preference, but it's not mine. As for cardio, the cardio I do is either sprints on the treadmill or 20 to 25 minutes on the Stairmaster. The first thing I do when I get to the gym is I do cardio, and that's just the way I do it. I've always done cardio first. I like to get it out the way. I heard from people that it's not the best thing to do cardio first, but that's just how I do it, and that's what I enjoy, so I do it like that. So I do cardio and then weights, but I'll do cardio for a good like 20 or 30 minutes. And I do recommend sprint if you're trying to grow your glutes, just because with experience, I used to run long distance and my butt was so flat. It was a big insecurity of mine, and I love running long distance. So if you want to run long distance, go ahead and do that. But I do recommend sprinting, and also it gets your heart rate up and you feel so much better after sprinting. Also, I love the Stairmaster. So if you're not into sprinting, the Stairmaster is a great way to get your cardio in. I'd say 20 to 25 minutes, and I do quite a fast pace just because I want to get my heart rate up, and it's a good workout. And I always wear a sweatband when I work out. It's not a waist trainer, it's like a sweatband. It's the Sweet Sweat brand, and I usually use Sweet Sweat too. I used to have this gym manager back in the States, and he told me that Sweet Sweat doesn't work. And honestly, your opinion, but that's what works for me, and I'm not sure if that's what's given me the shape that I want and that I've gotten. I like to wear it, and I feel like whenever I take it off, there's just like a bunch of sweat, and I feel like I did something right. I'm not saying you have to get that, but that's what I do whenever I do work out. After I do cardio, I do my weights. What I eat, I just want to say that I eat about 70% healthy and then 30% unhealthy. Still eat whatever I'd like. I just try to keep what I eat to be healthy, but I'm not very strict about it. And so if you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't give this advice, but if you're trying to gain muscle in your glutes, I give the advice to eat a lot of protein. Personally, I don't take protein powder. I have some. I have whey protein and I have vegan protein powder that I bought from my husband, but I personally don't take protein powder. I never have, and I probably never will. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but that's just something that I don't take. I eat a lot of meat. So I eat a lot of chicken, I eat a lot of sausage. Sometimes I eat bacon for breakfast. Yeah, I eat a lot of eggs. A typical meal for me for glute growth would be white rice. I love white rice, but I don't put salt in it. I just eat plain red rice. And then my favorite vegetables are broccoli and asparagus. I'll just buy the frozen broccoli and then I'll buy the asparagus fresh. And I just season the heck out of it. Like, I don't put salt, but I do put like lemon pepper. And with my asparagus, I'll put garlic, pepper, and lemon pepper. And I make it really good. I make it on the stove top. So it tastes yummy. Those are my favorite vegetables. And then for protein, I'll either do chicken drizzled with sriracha, or I'll have sausage. My husband makes that and he makes it really good. I have either or. Sometimes I'll have chicken and sausage. Sometimes I'll have just sausage. Sometimes I'll have just chicken. I eat a lot of pasta. So recently, me and my husband have been making the Gigi Hadid pasta recipe. It went viral on social media and we tried it and it's amazing. We had it tonight and having it a lot recently. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Sometimes he'll make us spaghetti and that's good. I don't like chicken Alfredo. Personally, I just don't like the taste, so I don't eat that pasta, but I do eat pasta quite a bit. As for snacks, I focus on eating a lot of fruits. So I love blueberries, I love blackberries, I love raspberries. I sometimes eat bananas, not as much. I'll eat apples. I actually just got some mangoes. I eat a lot of fruit as a snack, like if I'm hungry and I already ate my meal. I do eat just plain unsalted almonds. The Blue Diamond brand, that's really good. And I'll eat the serving size. So I think serving size is like 24. And I'll eat that because I won't eat too much healthy fats. Sometimes I eat avocado. I try to stay away from avocado toast because I noticed that it kind of makes my stomach look bigger. So I try to stay away from that. I do eat bad sometimes. Like the other day we got McDonald's. I'll eat candy every once in a while because Nick loves candy. So if it's laying around, I'll eat it. Not very strict on my diet. I like to intuitively eat. And I do want to say that I have a big appetite, but I get full super fast. So like I'll eat like a few bites of my food and already be full, but I get hungry often. It's really weird. I drink lots of water. Right here, I drink like about 2 of these a day. I try to stay away from sodas. I'm gonna be honest, I love soda. And so it sucks, but I do try to stay away from soda. Every once in a while, if I'm going shopping and I'm with friends or if we're going out to eat. Well, this is before COVID, but I will treat myself every once in a while. It's not like I can't have it. I'm not strict, like I said, but this is just what I've been eating. If I am craving like a drink, I'll get it. But when I do want like flavored water, I'll put these Mio drops. I don't know how to say it, but it's these little drops. I've recommended these to friends before. They love it. Sometimes I have the ones with caffeine too. But this is my favorite one. The lemon lime, I'll put like 2 or 3 drops in my Hydro Flask with water. And yeah, and I'll sometimes have that too when I'm running. But I also, this is my husband's by the way. It's called BCAA powder and it's for muscle recovery. At least that's what he told me. I'm not an expert, but I will add this into my water when I'm going running sometimes because the gyms are closed as I go running. And I'll put this in my water and I do notice a difference. So usually after running, my ankles hurt, my knees hurt because I am running on concrete. So it is kind of heavy on those areas. So I'll be sore after. But I noticed whenever I use the BCAA powder, I'm not as sore. So I highly recommend it. Because we're on supplements, I also drink a lot of Celsius. I have posted about this for the past like 2-3 years. I'm not sponsored. I should be, but I'm not sponsored. I don't get a lot of vegetables in as I should. And there's times where I wanted to make green juices, but I'm just way too lazy. Like I'll buy the ingredients at the grocery store. Like I'll buy all of the ingredients that I need and it'll just sit in the fridge and like just rot because I'm just way too lazy. And I have friends that drink it like every single day, but sometimes I'm just way too lazy. So recently I picked this up maybe about 2 months ago, and it's just a green juice powder. You just mix it in water and it's a homemade green juice. But my husband did mention it has like 1 gram of sugar. So again, it's probably not the healthiest, but it's better than nothing, you know? So yeah, that's what I've been drinking. It's the Super Greens Alkalizing Formula, 50 organic superfoods. It has probiotics in it. And lately I've been doing research on gut health, and probiotics is A1 for that. So those are the supplements I take. I also drink almond milk. I don't drink dairy. Say if I go to Starbucks, I will order my favorite coffee at Starbucks is white chocolate mocha, and I'll order that with almond milk. I'm not allergic to milk. I just find that whenever I do drink milk, I break out. I have very acne prone sensitive skin, so I just try to stay away from dairy. For health reasons too, I wrote a little note. I add chia and flax seeds to almost everything. I add it to my smoothies, to my broccoli, I'll add it to my chicken. Just mine, I won't add it to Nick's, but I'll add it to mine. It gives it some extra protein. If y'all want me to make a video at the gym, I don't mind doing that, just let me know. The gym opens back up, I'll definitely film that for y'all if y'all want me to do that. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, let me know, DM me. I'll answer, I promise. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.